guys, welcome back. Actually, I'm just gonna mute it and then play it. Okay. Sorry guys, I've been off for a couple of days. I have not been feeling well. It's actually a trifecta of things. It's a trifecta of things, but I had when I tell you that I had a tower moment in my life, oh man, yeah, I had a tower moment, but it honestly like helped to open my eyes on something. It helped a lot, and I'm still reeling from that. And then I'm like PMSing, and then like my autoimmune flared up. So like I said, it's a trifecta of things. It's more like a catfecta. But anyway, you guys probably won't understand that pun, but it's actually like three. It's not even a double entendre, it's a triple entendre. Anyway, so we're taking it slow, we're being very gentle with ourselves, and we are very much perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So I don't know if that's what's happening with you guys. Just in case I didn't say who it was, because I'm not sure if I did or if I didn't, it's Capricorns, my BFFs, and we are on the same like energy grid. We are the opposite. I always feel like, don't worry about my 80s rock. I don't know what happened. I took a shower like normal. For some reason, my hair, I haven't dyed it anymore, but it feels like it feels more damaged. Or I don't know if maybe I just like, I don't know. Maybe it was too dry when I combed it, but it looks very frizzy. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah. Anyway. And then Capricorns are like, let's say you're a North Node Cancer, you're a South Node Capricorn, so you move it from your South Node into your North Node. So there's a lot of I was gonna say foreplay. The fuck? There's a lot of play with Capricorn, and I always say that Cancers are to love what Capricorn are to money. So, alright, BFFs, let's get started. You guys got healing, bear spirit. See, I really do feel like anytime I'm going through something, the universe puts me through it first, and then it's mostly to, so I can understand what's going on, and then I can help you guys, right? This hair is giving Kelly Bundy. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Let's just, yeah. You guys got wood nymphs, beauty. Yeah, I feel like you guys are healing, but okay, so let me give you guys an example. I don't really give a shit how I look on here. Like, I obviously don't I don't want to look like a gremlin, but I do care enough that I don't want to look like crazy, but I don't care how I come on here, right? But I do care the way I feel, and if I am feeling like if I'm feeling not great about myself, even if I'm like, I don't care, I would go on like this any other time, right? I will not come on because I don't feel confident and I don't like the way I feel and the way I look, right? And so I feel like right now you guys, what you guys are doing is you guys are healing, and you guys are like healing molecules. You guys are healing through like at a DNA level. And what this is helping, it's almost like you're getting your beauty rest. You guys could be sleeping a lot. You guys could be healing to a level of, yeah, like, you know how they say you're not ugly, you're just poor? I feel like for you Capricorns or whoever I'm speaking to, you guys are rich but in spirit, right? And so it's the same thing. And they always say that people who are very spiritual or who have gone through healing, they actually start to age backwards. Without really having to do much. You just remember, like, all that trauma and all that hate and all that crap that we don't let go ages us. It weighs heavy on us. So I feel like a lot of you guys might be resting right now and healing, but you guys are healing not like on a DNA level. It's almost like you guys are having that beauty sleep that actually gives you beauty sleep, not just like what we call, I'm getting my beauty sleep. No, like you're actually resting. Yeah, and you guys are healing, like, I not only like beauty, but like I feel like oh, you know how I was talking about my autoimmune condition. Like I said, you guys are healing on a DNA level. And so normally before you fully heal, it kind of gets worse, right? I always use that example of Twilight. I think it's Twilight, where Jacob breaks a bone and then he transforms back into human too quickly. And he didn't give his body enough time to heal his broken leg or whatever. So they actually have to go in and re-break his leg for it to heal correctly the second time around, right? That's what I'm getting. You guys have the truth here. It does feel like you guys are seeing the truth of things, and you guys are receiving messages because you guys have a crow here, and this is your ancestors, right? This is your ancestors bringing you guys information, the information that you guys need, and you guys are starting to finally understand. And not only understand, but you guys are starting to incorporate it, right? A lot of times you can say something and you can understand it. And this is from somebody who's been on a hardcore spiritual journey for about 5 years. Before then, I was on a spiritual journey, but again, it was like I understood, but it wasn't being incorporated. The last 5 years has been like, just imagine me an old car that's been, it's not refurbished, but you know what I'm talking about, like fixed up. They've had to strip everything that didn't work. Yeah. With that, it's you guys have lost compass, getting back to integrity. It feels like you guys were lost for a really long time, and it wasn't due to the fact that you didn't know exactly what you wanted. It was due to the fact that you had been stripped and added parts that were not yours. I don't know if you guys are into cars or something, because I'm talking about a lot about cars, and I really don't know much about cars. Okay, I know like my tire smiles, how to jumpstart a car. I know how to check my oil, add in my oil. Right? Yeah. Anyway, but there's something here that there was parts added to you, and not only did that make you run, like, and it was adding age to you, because when you're running on parts that are not meant to be yours, it does do wear and tear. What it feels like, you guys are coming back to yourselves, you guys are coming back to integrity, but to your integrity, to who you are, and you're replacing those parts that were put there that were not yours, and you're putting in the parts, or removing whatever was not, adding and removing, right? But things that are to your integrity, things that belong to you, right? Or removing things that do not belong to you, if that makes sense, okay? Such as ways of thinking, people telling you you're this, too much of this or too much of that, you're not enough of this, you're whatever, all the bullshit. Yeah, the world, you're ending a cycle. You ended a cycle. I usually say you're ending a cycle with the world, but with this healing, I feel like you ended the cycle and now you're healing. It's almost like you've ended the cycle and you've finished the battle, the war. You finished this war, and there. Have you seen those movies with like the high tech, like, or like sports guys, where they do like the high tech healing, especially like the quarterbacks and shit? They'll go back there, they get shots of like vitamin A through Z, they have those cold baths, or those baths where they have like the special chemicals. They have those healing. I need one of those. What do they call it? Like when you put them in a tank, it's called a. Oh my God, no, not a septic tank. Anywhere where like regenerate cells and shit, right? I think Justin Bieber has one. I only know that because I saw a clip of him being zipped into a bag once, and I like a cryogenic, something like that. Don't quote me, but it's something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. But like, you know, people that are very good at what they do, they will go back and they will make sure that they're getting everything high. Their body is their, you know, their talent for them. So they make sure that they're, again, I was gonna go back to cars, like waxing and making sure the tires have air. My left hand is really itchy, and that's your incoming hand. So that could be money coming in, but I'm also hearing messages coming in. I don't know messages from who. It's more in the bottom of the palm towards the wrist. So something connected to your hand, to a receiving hand. So you might be receiving a helping hand. I don't know. Okay. Let's keep going. Clarifying beauty. I am coming off tired, and I do see a little bit, I seem a little bit lethargic, but I promise you these messages are coming through loud and clear. And I love when I don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, because then I know straight up, like, these are not my words. Because if they were my words, I would understand what the hell I was saying, right? Why would I be talking about shit I don't know? It's because they're not my words. So, if you're worrying about, oh, she's not in her right, no, I am. I'm just a little bit slower, and I'm being a lot more gentler with myself. I used to get really angry when days like this, and I couldn't do the most possible. But it makes sense, because it does make sense with you guys. Like, you guys are healing right now, and there's a need to be very soft with yourselves. Especially with this healing card, there's a bear here in the winter, right? You're hibernating, and I know we're coming out of winter. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to come together with beauty, but you're going to come together with like-minded people that are going to, like, not only, I think they're going to help you also with, like, different aspects of beauty. I'm getting people, like, let's say you want to do your makeup different. You're going to get somebody that's coming in that's really good at doing makeup tutorials, that's going to help you. It's whatever aspect, right, that you're wanting to have come in, that's going to be coming in. But I also feel like this is going to be a celebration for you, because I feel like you guys haven't had, I want to say help, but really it's like the soul family, right? Sometimes we don't need other people to fix our problems. We really just need you to be there by our side, right? Or having somebody that I could call, like a BFF, be like, bro, this is really hard, and for them to be like, this is really hard, let's get together and let's do something fun, you know, like, and do that for each other, right? And I feel like that's what's coming in. With the Two of Swords, though, with the truth, yeah, you with the Two of Swords, I'm getting that you guys don't even need your eyes to see the truth anymore, right? You guys absolutely understand the truth of it all, of what you've been through, of what you've gone through, what you're doing right now, why you're going through it. There's almost like a serene accepting of what it is that you're going through right now, and because of that, that's why you're able to start to release and start aging basically backwards, healing your beauty, getting yourself together, getting your, you know, getting back to where you want to be, right? And it's not that cookie cutter beauty, it's that beauty of, like, when your glow comes back, right? When your happiness comes back, when you slept and you wake up feeling great, and you're having a fantastic day, right? And you just feel amazing, you just feel great because you feel great, like things are great. And that doesn't mean that things are actually great. It means that they're great because you fucking said so. And that's what it's gonna be. Your car broke down, you know, your kitty might be sick, but who cares? It's great because he's gonna be fine, and eventually we'll fix the car. Life is great because things could have gone a different way, right? Oh, that made me want to cry. Yeah, it's giving that story. I don't know if you guys know the All Father. I was gonna say Hercules, but I mean yes and no. Thor's father, the All Father. The story of how he lost his eye. He went to his cousin, who was the holder of all of the information, all of the knowledge of the universe. And he went and he said, and he traveled, and it was a dangerous travel. And he traveled far, and it was dangerous for him because he is still the Old Father, even though at that point he wasn't who he was, right? And so he gets to his cousin. He says, "I want this knowledge," and his cousin says, "No." And he's like, "Why? I deserve it." And he's like, "Why? Because you traveled here? That doesn't mean shit." And he's like, "But we're family." And he's like, "That doesn't mean shit either. Like, you haven't done anything to deserve this knowledge." He's like, "Okay, well, what can I do to deserve this knowledge?" And he said, "I need one of your eyes." And without hesitation, he says, "Okay." Actually, he doesn't say okay. He says, "Hand me a knife." And he takes out his own eye, and the cousin gives him the knowledge. And he puts it, he covers up his eye, and he says, after, taking in everything, he says, "I have been so blind. I see more now with one eye than I did with two eyes." And it's almost giving like you guys have no eyes. I'm not saying you guys are gonna, lose your eyes, but I am getting that. It's like eyes wide shut. Like, you don't need your vision to see clearly and wholly what's right in front of you, right? And that's fucking awesome. Like, that is, yeah. With the Four of Cups, getting back to integrity, you're reevaluating your understanding and your inner standing, right? You are now to the point where you're like, okay, I get this, and I need to reevaluate the way that I'm doing things, the way that I'm thinking about things, the way that I'm going after things. Like, it's really hard to change your mindset from going from victim mentality or, oh, why is everything going wrong, even when, for example, I'll give you guys an example that just happened. It's still happening. I had a cat of mine that is my daughter's, who's special needs, and it's her emotional support cat. And he got sick. He ended up in the hospital, or in the vet, whatever. Was still like the vet hospital. And the day before, I had asked the universe, like, show me that I am manifesting, that I am mirroring, and that I am creating my own life. And you would think that situation was going to be like, oh my god, that's horrible, I can't believe it. No, the fact is that I was able, there was steps that we were able to take and get him taken care of instead of putting him down. And then I got a delicious dinner that night. And that to me was me creating my life. That was me creating my life, because not only was I shown that not only do people care about me enough, that I did create that. I created the situation where instead of having to lose him, we were able to save him with a different option, right? And they sent me that specific person that was going to be able to help me. But then I got a bomb-ass dinner. And if you guys don't know, now you know. But, I'm still, I do eat healthy now. I am eating healthier. But on the weekends, I do like, like a little bit of food to make your girl happy, or just indulge, right? I don't believe in ever, like, never eat this again, right? And so that to me proved that I am manifesting this, because I did manifest the help, the love the appreciation, and the bomb ass dinner. Okay, instead of being like, oh my god, this was such a, why did this happen to me? No, like, it's really bad things could have happened, worse things, and instead there was a solution that was found, and that was proof enough to me. And so instead of saying, oh my god, nothing's happening today, you know what, we're manifesting it, it's gonna happen, let's continue to do what we have to do. Let's if we want to start dressing a certain way, if we want to be able to go buy clothes, because let's say you don't have clothes, we're going to start dressing up nicely as if we already have the clothes. It's changing it, but that way of thinking is an addiction as well. You are an addict to martyrism, right? So there's a need to sit down in your robe, let your titty hang out, right? And evaluate, like paint your nails, kind of sit there and allow yourself to come back to you. Remember, whenever you're lost, you always come back to yourself, because you're always going to know that's home, right? And so I feel like you guys are allowing yourselves to come back to you. You guys are allowing yourselves to just have frizzy hair, right? And allowing yourself to just whatever, who cares what I look like. I'm going to paint my nails and reevaluate the way I'm looking at things, the way I'm seeing things, the way I'm allowing things to be, and seeing things that are the positive, right? Because for me, that was very eye-opening. That was a huge tower moment, but that was also very eye-opening. And I am so grateful for that experience. But this is what I'm getting for you guys, right? I do feel like you guys are starting to see through the veil. You guys are awake, but you guys still don't understand how to work the system yet, which is understandably, because this is your first time working it in this lifetime, right? And it's funny because I always used to say, why do bad people like learn the system quicker? And it's because they don't have the mental and the heart, like they don't have that. They don't give a fuck. They don't care, and they are truly delulu. They are like people that are super aware. Sometimes we are the fucking problem. We get in our own way because, like, and I just saw 2, but why, and then this, and then that, and the logistics, and this, and that. Shut the fuck up. Who cares about the logistics? You're mirroring your own fucking life. You're in a video game. Literally imagine yourself like if you have a sick cat. Imagine you're in their video game and you're just giving them treats, and you just see the health going up, and then you see money, like you're walking towards money, and you're walking towards your you know, the ending of, you're gonna pass the level, and there's a huge pile of money at the end of it, right? It's coming. It's just you have to allow yourself to reevaluate the way that you're thinking and seeing things, right? But I do feel like this has this with the world, it's ended, and you are now healing, but you are healing on a DNA level. If you have had autoimmune conditions, those are going to start to go into remission, if not gone completely. Your skin, everything, it feels like it's going to start, you're going to start healing, okay? Doubt. I released the need to know all the answers. What did I say? Be as delulu as fucking possible. Like, bro, I am so abundant. I'm traveling like in 2 months, and then after that, I'm gonna have found my true love, and he's gonna take me, and we're gonna go to Greece, and he's gonna take me on a shopping spree. It's already happened, right? Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yeah, don't look around other people. These are yours, and you have to deal with it. I know, I remember when I saw Jamie Foxx's his thing about how when he got sick, and he was always like, why me? Why me? I'm Jamie Foxx. He was saying that this is what he would say before he finally understood. But when he was saying that, I was like, why not you? Why everybody else but not you? What, you think that money or fame gets you a pass on hard lessons? No. It doesn't give you any of that. Absolutely not. If anything, it gives you more, because there's sometimes, I'm not saying he does, but sometimes people need a fucking reality check. And perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yep. And you are reevaluating the way that you're seeing it, and that the way that you want to view it. Okay, Capricorns? Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.